Hey guys, it's Brandon here again at Vape Extreme. Well, I placed my order and eagerly awaited, and I got a few new toys that I wanted to do a review on, but I also had a kit sent to me from canvapes.com. I, for the most part, don't use egos very often. For the most part, just mainly due to the fact that I am using mods on a regular basis. But on the odd occasion, I do use the odd ego battery, just because they're smaller, a little bit lighter. You know, easier to put in your pocket, they're not so heavy, so on and so forth. But I was actually kind of intrigued. A lot of the ego kits you see out there normally come with either Stardusts or Cardamizers, or I think I've seen a few kits that came with just regular atomizers, or the Ego C tank system, which doesn't work worth a shit, pardon my language. But this kit here is kind of neat in the aspect that it's an ego kit, so somebody that started off with, I don't have one with me, your basic e-cig battery, and is looking to upgrade to something with a little bit bigger battery life, this is actually kind of a nice kit to go with. This here is the EVOD, or EVOD, or EVOD, or whatever you want to classify it as. It's actually kind of a neat little kit. It's made by Kanger Tech. I'm sure a lot of the more experienced vapors have used Kanger products in the past. I like their cardamizers. They tend to work really well. But anyway, the kit retails on the site for $48.50 Canadian, which is fantastic considering what you actually get in the kit. This was sent to me for review, and they actually sent me a full kit. So basically, what you'll get is two, and the only reason why I'm holding this is because I don't feel like moving my camera. You actually get two fully assembled e-cigs. Sorry about the autofocus, guys. This is kind of an unboxing, sort of. Underneath that, you'll get a instruction manual, and then in the bottom, you get the replacement heads for the actual EVOD or EVOD or EVOD bottom clearomizer, and the neat part is it comes with 5. So in all actuality, you get 5 coils spare, plus there's 2 in there, so you get a total of 7, which is fantastic. And also, you get your USB charger. I'm assuming there was a mix-up on the order with Kanger, because it's got EU, which I'm assuming is the European version of it. So they sent along this, which I will never use, but it's basically your USB plug-in. Of course, your USB ego charger. They were also kind enough to send me the US adapter, so I'm assuming you'll get this if you were to order the kit, which I've never taken out of the package. I'll take it out now just to kind of show you. I'm sure everybody's already seen these, but you basically take your European plug, and then it converts it over to your American standard 120 plug. So I'll put those both in the box so that they're there. Now, I was a little skeptical using the kit. Like I said, I don't use Ego batteries on a regular basis, but I do use them from time to time, I will admit that. But it wasn't really that. Ego batteries, I love them because they're very versatile, easy to use, and they put out a decent amount of voltage for what you need. Sorry guys, just cleaning up a little bit. But it was the bottom coil clearomisers. I did a review on the BBC, and it works okay. I didn't like the fact that I had to modify it to get it to work, and then once I got it working, every once in a while, if it sat too long, it would flood, and it was, I'm not really a chain vapor per se, but when you try to chain vape it, it didn't work very well in that aspect. It worked okay if it was just something you're using on an average regular basis, but I don't know, it wasn't performing that fantastic. So basically in your kit you will get two fully assembled, very sleek e-cig kits, or EVOD assemblies. Now it does have a very flush mount button on it, and it does have the 5-click on and off. So now it's firing, and then of course for your off. I'm going to shut the autofocus off. There. So yeah, so basically it is a standard Ego battery. A little bit nicer because it doesn't have the big silver ring at the bottom with the button. I like this because it's nice and sleek, and once you get it fully assembled, it's just a really nice finish. You know, it looks like it's complete, it's one whole unit, which is nice. Now the actual EVODs or EVODs or EVODs, whatever you want to call them, these are different. Basically your bottom threads off, right? And you fill these upside down, so the drip tip does not come off, but it's actually a really comfortable drip tip, which is nice. But you got your little juice window that you can see, but you fill it up to basically the bottom of the center tube. You don't want to go any further than that, of course, because the juice will pour down the bottom. And then the actual coils twist off, right? So they are actually threaded on the bottom. Now, if you're like me, whether I order in kits, I always mix match stuff back and forth. The only issue you're going to have with using the actual clearomizer is it has to be Ego threaded. By definition of Ego threaded means it's got to have the outside threads, because once you unthread this is your post right there. So there's actually no 510 thread on, so these actually thread to the outside of the Ego battery itself. And just to kind of show you, so that's actually right to the outside of the battery. But there are a few mods that I have, if I can remember which ones they are. The Vamo is one. Just give me one sec. There. The Vamo is one. Another example of ones that you can use don't think. Yeah. I guess I don't have as many as I thought. I actually, personally, only have 2 mods. One I'm not going to show you because I got to do a review on it, but it's basically a telescope mod that is available at canvape.com. I'll be doing the review here shortly. But basically the Vamo is the only mod that I have besides my other telescope mod that has the Ego threads on it. So in all actuality, you can take your clearomizer and it will mount on the Vamo. Oops. And now, there we go. It was stuck on the mod. So anyway, so they're very easy to fill, which is nice. And performance-wise, I was really surprised. I'd already gone ahead and I've been vaping this for a couple days now. Basically what I've done, I've already pre-filled this. This has got the Big Red chewing gum from Maple Leafs Vapes. Yeah. You'll have to excuse the fans on. And it performs very well. The first couple of vapes on it were a little iffy. I was kind of having flashbacks from the BBC. I do have it somewhere. Oh yeah. From the BBC. I was getting concerned that it was going to start flooding or start burning, one or the other. I've actually chain vaped the snot out of this and I've yet to get it to burn, which is nice. The only thing I've noticed is the flavor kind of diminishes a little bit, but it doesn't burn. And then you let it sit for, 2 or 3 seconds and it's rejuiced itself. So it performs really well. So basically, thumbs up, thumbs down. The only thumbs down, and it's kind of nitpicking, is just the button. I just, if I take it out of my pocket, I've got to literally look at it to kind of find it. You can kind of rub your finger on it and find it, but it's, I don't know, it's not as pronounced as the rest of my mods. Thumbs up, everything about it. The actual EVODs, which you can buy these separately. CanVape actually has them on their site. They come in a variety of colors. They actually perform really well. The other plus is the fact that you get 7 coils, which is fantastic. By the looks of it, the coils are rebuildable. They're similar to the BBC, where you can pop the top off and the center pin comes out, so you can actually re-wick and recoil these if you wanted to get into doing that, which is another plus, guys. Actually, one more downfall, little bit on the airy side for the draw. It's a little airy. Basically, you're not even going to be able to see this because my autofocus, I'm not going to turn it back on. There's actually 3 holes at the bottom. I don't know, you could probably cover up 2 and vape at the same. Yeah, you could probably cover up 2 to get it to vape. honestly, guys, it's actually a really nice kit. I was kind of surprised when I first started vaping it. And like I said, the drip tip is actually really comfortable, or the mouthpiece, I guess, because you can't physically take it apart. But yeah, guys, canvapes.com, the Kangertech EVOD mod retails $48.50. That is a steal, considering what you're getting. They sent me one in black. They are also available in, oh, sorry, and the actual rubber finish is similar to your regular Joytech Egos. It's got that nice rubbery feel to it, so it's kind of a nice silky feel. Sorry, color-wise, they come in black, stainless steel, yellow, green, red, pink, blue, and purple. So, you know, if you're looking for something a little bit more stylish in color, they definitely have a variety of colors available. And as of right now, I believe, yeah, they're pretty much all in stock. So, guys, if you're looking for a really neat e-cig kit that's very inexpensive, like for under 50 bucks, Christ, you can't go wrong with that. Performance wise is fantastic. Fit and finish of the product is very solid. The 5-click on and off, I think it's kind of unnecessary because of how flush mount the battery is, or the actual switch is. The switch itself is very clicky, so it's nice and responsive. I just don't like the fact that it's kind of a flush mount. And the overall looks of it is fantastic. So, guys, canvape.com, EVOMod, or EVOD. Check it out. That's all I got for you today, so as always, let's keep on vaping.